Hello and welcome to this concluding episode on Song of the Ankle Rings. Here is a quote from the English translation by Alan Danilo of the original version of the Silapthikaram. The king, Pandyan king, who wears the garland of margosa leaves, did not call for an inquiry. He simply summoned some town guards and ordered, "Should you find, in the hands of a most clever thief, an ankle ornament resembling a wreath of flowers which belongs to my consort, put the man to death and bring me the bracelet." Then it goes on to say that the guards find Kovalan. Thereupon one of these drunkards hurled his sword at Kovalan. It pierced his body, blood gushing. Kovalan fell, and the virtuous scepter of the Pandyas was bent. After which a coda, a concluding poem, follows. Then comes another canto, the dance of the cowgirls, and poem after poem. That was a storytelling technique 2000 years ago. The author quickly gets past the gist of the storyline and inserts the primary matter, the cantos, poems. If you like that sort of storytelling, great. But I doubt many modern readers would go for it. For our purposes in this video clip, we focus on the way the Pandyan king Nedunjalayan is portrayed. Well, the author, Prince Ilango Adigal, is believed to be the Cheran king's brother. Was he trying to diminish the Pandyan standing, make him look frivolous, dismissive? And I quote his words, "Put the man to death and bring me the bracelet. Kalvane kondru silambe konduva." Dramatic. But historical evidence shows that was not how the kings of ancient Tamilagam conducted themselves. And especially in the case of Nedunjalayan, it was so out of character for him. He was a conqueror. He defeated an Aryan invasion. He was a highly educated man. He was a just king. He was a benevolent king. Moreover, he will never make such decisions without consulting his ministers. The story was set during an era when the king, his ministers, and court officials were men of impeccable character. They were Kalai Kannalar, he who has the eye of knowledge, had mastered all 64 arts of life, referred to as Aya Kaligal. Therefore, it is difficult to accept that a person who reached the exalted level of kingship or ministerial position would commit such errors. The challenge for Song of the Ankle Rings was, how did this king commit such a gross injustice, but without making him come across as frivolous, as dismissive? How to make his character and his action believable so that the modern reader invests in him and the story. So in Song of the Ankle Rings, we see a series of events that leads the king to commit the injustice. He does not simply believe the royal jeweler's words. He conducts an inquiry. Given the king's sense of justice and benevolence, how and what made him pass the death sentence? Well, I'm afraid you'll have to read the book, but I can share this with you. In court, the king is kind to Kannagi, even though she is belligerent towards him. Please pick up a copy of Song of the Ankle Rings. Click on the links below. Read the book and share your comments. I like to hear from you, what you think. And I also need your support. Join me in the next episode where we discuss my new novel, Velpari, the Tamilagam War. Hope to see you soon. Until then, goodbye.